We have sold her everything we had that we could sell, and she identified something for
in enduring grow strong.
For Dakon. She identified this bracelet which is called Magus Guard. Standard equipment for any adventuring mage. Bracelets such as this can be found across the plains. Judging by the markings on this particular bracelet, it appears to have been made in a style quite common to sigil. Various glyphs of wording are meticulously carved along the surface, producing an almost hypnotic effect when looked at. When worn, this bracelet protects the wearer from normal attacks as if they were wearing scale armor. Anyway, Dakon wanted it. I gave it to him. He cannot use this. I wish Morte. Well, Morte cannot because she has no arms. Will we ever be able to get a body for Morte? I wonder. Like, is that a thing, or it's just, you know,
All right.
discussion, jokes, whatever? Okay, let's keep moving around here then. We should talk with this named guy here, the one behind Rathbone. This tall, spindly man keeps his eyes on the ground. At his feet, he occasionally pauses and kneels, as if searching for some object or clue hidden in the rubbish. Despite his odd, lanky proportions, he appears quite quick and lithe. Greetings. As you speak, he whirls and drops into a half crouch. Though whether he's ready to spring at you or in some other direction, you cannot tell. What? Speak quick now. I got some questions. Well, I don't got answers. Pike off. You hadn't noticed it before, but he's got a long curved dagger in his hand. I won't do you any harm. That's so? He squints at you for a moment and spits on the ground beside him. Oh, I'm supposed to know that. Yeah, I know. Right. You have to trust me. Nay, not a chance. Go pester someone else. Because you to turn to leave. Oh, hold a moment there. Yes. I understand why somebody wouldn't trust somebody else. It makes perfectly sense. He straightens up and puts his weapon away. Who sent you? Why are you here? What makes you think someone sent me? He squints at you, long and hard. After an awkward silence, he speaks. Fine, what did you want from me? I don't know, general questions? Go on then, ask your questions. What are you doing? Who are you, maybe first? Rathbone I am. Who are you? Why am I Adan? Again. Well, it's a lie. But why would I say the name Adan? I don't have a name. Rathbone smirks. Sure you don't, I'd guess as much, so why not, eh? Because I can't remember it. Rathbone's eyebrows shoot up. Really now? That's odd enough to be true, eh? What happened? Someone cough you on that scarred up noggin of yours? I suppose something like that. I'm not sure though. Go on then. What are you doing? Nothing you'd care to know about. It seems like you're searching for something. Nay, I'm actually a hunt. He suddenly stops speaking, squinting at you suspiciously. What do you care, eh? Well, I'm wondering if I could help. That's what I was thinking when I approached him, because he was searching for something. Well, I don't go about spilling chant and getting none back. Tell me what you're doing here first. I'm looking for Farod. Actually, I'm looking for a journal that I've lost. It should be here around. Well, I'm hunting cranium rats. Well, it's understandable. Why I'm asking why? Not just rats, mind you. Cranium rat. There is a bounty on them. Didn't you know? A copper for each tail you bring in. Yes. Interesting. I know all about those things. What can you tell me about the area? What you're looking to know? Rathbone might have an answer or two for you. Oh no, this is generic. Anything to look out for here? Plenty, I'll tell, though. One you really ought to watch out for. There's a rake wandering about the hive. Doesn't look the basher, but the man's a born fighter. Sure as siege is round. Who is he? Hold there, Burke, I ain't done yet. I was gonna tell ya, it's not the rake so much as the grubby collector that's always chasing him about, see? Oh, I remember them. I don't remember their names, but one is the duelist, let's call him the duelist, and the other is the collector that follows him around collecting his bodies and selling them afterwards. I'm telling ya that collector's got more to do with the rake's killing than just dragging the deaders off. Huh. What do you mean? Look, I can see you're interested, and this ain't your normal chant, if you get me. It's that dark. I'll be asking a favor of you before I spill anything more. So what? Good, good. I got a standing bet with a friend of mine. Bit of a competition, really. All you need to know is I want rat tails, as many as I can get my hands on. Not your normal rats, mind ya, but those off a cranium rats, brain vermin, and get me 5 tails and I'll give ya the whole dark on that grubby collector and the bloody rake. I could give you 5 coppers and that would be the same. I understand. This is not going to lead anywhere. I'd just look in another ward personally. The lower would be the best bet. How do I get to the lower ward? That's easy, you just, no, tell you the truth. The way I used to go is all muddled up now. Those tabus went and rearranged a whole lot of it. Not sure how a cutter would get there now. Okay. How about someone named Farod? Yar. Arya. He leans in and lowers his voice. He's close, you know. Why are you looking for him, eh? He's a friend, enemy? He's got my journal. Maybe. Does he? Well, you're in the right place. What you're gonna want to do is keep looking around here. The man's pretty well hidden, but you're definitely gonna find him here. Rugpicker Square. You'll come across the man soon enough. Well, thanks. Well, let's keep our eyes open for some rats, and that will be about it. I can go down here? No? Apparently I cannot go down there. Wait, can I go down here? No. It's a little bit confusing. I mean, it's lovely. I love the aesthetic, but it's a little bit difficult to navigate. This one has the door right down here, but I cannot enter. Oh, I can enter there. Look. Not here, but here. Oh, damn ratties! How convenient!
Die.
Oh god, that was brutal.
What's up?
What are you doing?
Sure, why not?
We have some stuff around here.
Done.
Nope. I was wrong. So wrong. Very wrong. Okay, guys. I don't know, how many do we have? Morte has them. 5 exactly. Well, let's complete his
Sure,
quest
why not?
then.
Done.
Nope. All of you guys. There you go, Rathbone. Well met again. Got those tails for me yet? Yes. He takes the tails and drops them into a leather pouch, chuckling to himself all the while. This will certainly do. Much obliged to you. I'll have that secret of yours now. Of course, I thought something odd was going on when I first laid eyes on that rake. It's one thing to duel in the hive to avoid the attention, but he's been here for days. He's even staying in the hive rather than taking a carriage or whatnot back to his case. He might be cursed. The attention. Aye, of the law, mercy killers and the like. They patrol the streets of Sigil, parts of it at least, enforcing order, he grimaces. They stay out of the poorer sections of the city like the hive. Well then... Well, I swore off thieving long ago, don't ask why, but I was just too much too easy. It was just too much too easy. Late one night, around anti-peak, I snuck up to the back of the Flip It Inn he was calling keep at, and guess who's at his room's window? That collector. That is kinda weird, yes. It's kind of implying that they have a relationship that goes a little bit further than just, you know, a work arrangement. Please continue. So I'm doubly suspicious now. The old Rathbone curiosity took a hold of me, and I start following that collector around. He never sleeps, never eats. When the rake ain't out and about, he just sits in the darkest alley he can find and stares into space. Like a demon or a possessed thing. Here's the best part. One dark night, as I'm laying on a roof over the alley the collector's sitting in, who shows up to talk to him? The rake? No, a fiend. Alright then. A fiend, sure enough. Lovely she was, with wings like an angel, and lips like, well, she was gorgeous, but a fiend she was, surely, a temptress. A Batezu, the kind we called Erinies, well, I hail from. Well then, I'd given just about anything to hear what they was speaking about, but I've seen too much trouble to go catching a fiend's attention. All I know is they talked for a bit, then the fiend laughed, the cruel mocking laugh it was, and faded away, the collector snarling and hissing at her as she went. Are you certain? Just go watch him yourself if you don't believe me. Don't press your luck, though. That rake's a mean basher, and anyone who duels him or pesters that collector finds themselves in the dead book quick. Maybe there is a curse or something tying them all together. Why would a fiend talk to a collector? You missed the whole point, you addled coved sod. He's not a collector. Well, okay. If you ever find yourself talking to a fiend, a Batezu, mind ya, and not one of them Barmin Tanari, why don't you ask about it? You never know what you might find out. Well, we know two fiends at the bar that could discuss these things with us, but... So, the collector is a demon, a fiend, okay, himself, maybe? Well, that was interesting.
Done.
I'm amazed at the amount of information you can find, and just... There is no door there? Alright. And even before doing a quest... I like finding informations about everybody and then exploit them with these informations. That's something games don't do any more, really. Marrow friend. You can smell the reek of dung and rotting meat on this man, even from afar, though obviously weak and decrepit. His long thin fingers and sunken eyes give him a sinister look as he scuttles through the garbage around him. The way he drools and rolls his eyes makes you wonder if he's mad. Greetings. He tries to focus on you, but his gaze wanders. His eyes are set deeply into hollow sockets, and his skin is terribly pale and diseased, covered with rashes and yellowed patches that look ready to peel from his body at any moment. The stench emanating from him is terrible. As you open your mouth to speak, he licks his lips and swallows. You deader? Nope. You right? Yo, he licks his lips again. and his long spindly fingers pick at his skin as he stares at you. You there? No! He glances to your left, then his eyes dart back to you. Dead? Dead? Hungry? He reaches out to touch you, licking his cabrous lips. Why did I do that? His fingers scrabble spider-like on your arm as if looking for a piece to tear off. He licks his split lips again, and you watch yellowish drool drip from them. With a raspy moan, his fingers suddenly dig into the skin on your arm and pull off a bit. Well, step back. You watch and feel your stomach churn as he takes the bit of flesh and shoves it into his mouth. He chews it slowly, then swallows. You dead? No, well, technically, yes. You know, well, yeah, technically. I'm not, then? You taste dead. Yeah, exactly, that's what I was thinking. He scratches himself beneath his robe, and you suddenly notice that he has a finger hanging from his neck on a cord. It looks like there is a ring on it. Still hungry. What do you usually eat? He makes a snuffling noise, like a pig. Dead. What is that finger bone? Nameless one is like one of those children, you know. Why are you doing that? Tell me this, tell me that. How old are you? Why are you walking like that? He looks down his plug-ridden features, twisting into a ghastly, snaggle-toothed parody of a grin. Snack. He looks ready to chew on it. Alright. Don't eat that. Have a bite off of me instead. I'm more fresh. I'll bring you a whole body to eat rather than that. Why would I want to stop him from, you know, eating his snack? Why would I do that? Let's stop him, just... You grab his hand and he starts flailing against you. As he does, he bites a large chunk out of your arm, and you're forced to let him go, and not because of the pain, but I don't feel pain? Well, that would make sense, but because you might snap him in two should you continue to wrestle. He chews on the chunk of your flesh for a moment, then looks back at the finger bone. Why can't I just bring him, you know, one cooked rat from the guy that's selling cooked rats? That's what I'm asking myself. Can I lie to him? I bring you a whole body to eat rather than that. His eyes gleam and he's distracted from the finger burn. Oh, okay. I'll go fetch some meat for you. Don't eat that finger bone, or no meat for you. So now maybe I could go and purchase one of those rats? What's in there though? That actually startled me. By the way, I think my audio might be a little bit delayed. I don't know why. Okay, I am searching for... You're still heritaging? Good for you. A fiend. Oh god, I need to go around this way. Let's randomly attack that guy, why not? Keeps going. We've cornered him. How much money do we have now? Ah, that's good. We could purchase our eye back. Me and my love for money. Oh god.
Done.
Yeah, no, he wasn't here, right? Yes, he was here. Kill him, come on.
Rock sings true.
They like Morte. They are attracted to Morte. Which is good. It's actually perfect. No, 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 no.
Hey,
Oh,
don't be a
oops.
margin, Chief. Just look natural.
Yeah, we can look natural. When will I ever find a bow? Hey, Creedon. I would like... yeah, I would like one of your tasty ratsies. What kinds do you have? Good, Cutter, good. What sort would you like? He points to each in turn with a grimy fingernail. I got them baked, spiced, boiled, and charred. All fresh, all scrumptious, and only 3 coppers for 2. Boiled, spiced, baked, charred. I think boiled and charred would come off as less, you know, less artificial. Spiced, why would I spice a piece of dead meat and then give it to this guy? And baked, I will go with boiled, I think. You hand over your coppers, and in one swift motion he runs a pair of boiled rats through with a wooden skewer, unhooks them, and places them in your hand. He winks at you. Enjoy, Cotter. Why? I don't want to really eat them. I would like to keep them in my inventory. What should I do then? I eat them. The rat meat prepared this way is rather bland and rubbery. It tastes faintly of some other meat you're sure you have had before. You're certain it would taste better prepared in a different manner. You can't imagine why anyone would boil meat to eat it. Yeah, but the man looks at you expectantly. Did you like? Would you like another? Give me another. I think maybe this will lead to a memory for the nameless one, so let's try the spiced version. You hand over your coppers, and in one swift motion he runs a pair of spiced rats through with a wooden skewer. And enjoy, Cutter. Let's eat them. The rat meat is aromatic and quite spicy, apparently marinated in some sort of herbal mixture before being cooked. It is a bit greasy and rather rich tasting of some other meat you're sure you've had before. The man looks at you expectantly. Do you like? Would you like another? Let's try charred. You hand over your coppers, and in one swift motion he runs a pair of charred rats. The rat is burnt and crispy outside, but tender and juicy within. It is a bit greasy and rather rich tasting. Again, let's try them all, just because. Okay, it's the same. I tasted them all. Thank you. I wanted to do something else, but apparently I cannot. I can't do that. What I wanted to do. That I wanted to do. But we might have a quest to do here. Maybe with him. Okay, we meet again. Some sea plums today, arboreal fire seeds. Mappet, the midwife of the square, needs some herbs sprung from this seed here. Can you help me? The man takes the seed, looks at it critically. As he presses it between his thumb and forefinger, he winces, and a small drop of blood appears in his thumb. On his thumb. Ah, this seed's got a bite on it. I noticed that. Do you have the herbs she's talking about? He can't seem to take his eye off the seed. Lad, I don't know if there's anyone who has what your friend seeks. To be square, I've never seen such a seed before. You would need someone who cultivates seeds such as this, for I have none. Very well. Where would I find such a person?
Updated my journal.
Don't know the dark of that, friend. He hands the seed back to you. You'd be hard-pressed to find a gardener in the hive. Well, I know where I can find one. Maybe Murns for Trees could help. Wow, game, you gave me that hint, but I was already thinking about him. There is that dangerous alley, right? Could I buy some food from him? What do you have? Well, he doesn't have any meat. Doesn't look like Arborean fire seed. Pears, petals, bread, shift spice. Bread would be. How about the fire seeds? I can only suggest that you try it, my good man, and see for yourself. Nah. I don't think there's anybody that actually... Well, fish heads?
Come in, Basher. Look here, the finest Toledo blade.
Let's see. No. I cannot purchase fish. What did you sell? The seedy-looking fellow is quick to spot you looking at him. Hey Bash, I got over here. Come see what I got for ya. He winks and waves you over. What do you have? Oh, you have some stuff that I don't really need. I wonder what... Oh, well, I could buy a lim and give it to him. Well, I will never do that. If I ever buy a lim, I'm gonna keep it for myself. Seriously. Gaoha.
Come in, Basher. Look here, the
Let's see if Gaoha has something to say now. Oh no. He has dices. Okay, so guys, I don't think I am able to understand that quest. Well, oops, I suppose. I had an idea, but
All right.
let's see if this guy is awake now. Let's disturb him. Nope, I cannot wake him up anymore. That's weird.
All right.
Well, maybe...
Done.
Maybe that happens because I talked to the other centaur. Maybe, I don't know. What
All
is he? Well, you. Burns for trees. Ah, my friend, you return something you wished of me? No, I wanted to ask Dakon to help you. Well, I need some herbs sprung from this seed. Can you help me? Burns for trees takes the seed from you and holds it up to his eye. What an odd seed. Are those teeth along the edge? Barbs, perhaps? Where did you come by it, friend? Old Mabet, the midwife of the square, needs some herbs sprung from that seed. Do you know where I could get some? No, Mons for Trees continues to stare at the seed in his hand. This is the only seed of its kind I've ever seen. He winces, and a spot of blood glistens on his thumb. The barbs on it are sharp indeed. Perhaps you should hold it. So you can't help me either. Unless you can make that one grow, I cannot again. I've never seen a seed of its like before, friend. Maybe it needs to be submerged in blood. If we wanted it to grow enough, is it possible to make it grow? Once for 3 looks at the seed, perhaps if you cared enough to see it grow. I think we already had this dialogue about care. Well, I guess it's worth a try. To your surprise, there is a crack, and the seed splits, twigs splitting from its surface like fingers. Instinctively, you drop the seed, but the talon-like twigs wrap around your wrist and will not let go. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Moons for Trees stares at the barbed branches wrapped around your wrist, stunned. I think the barbs on those new branches would be more than enough for what your friend needs. Yeah, I would say so. I hope she can get this damn thing off of me. Look, before I go, I had some questions. Any change in the trees yet? No, not yet, friend. I still have hope, though. I speak to people every day. Look, I wanted to ask Dakon to help you. One finds your request most intriguing. Trees in the hive, like cities in limbo. They would stand as a testament to the will of the people, not to bow to that which would surround and devour them. To take what has been thrust upon them or left behind and make good of it. I too will care for these trees. He should be the one whose influence would be, bigger, because he can. He comes from a plane where his thoughts become things, so it seems to me that this is what I've understood. Okay. So now we all care for the trees.
I'm gone.
Very good. I love plants, by the way. Oh no. I'm a plant lover. I am.
Done.
I have lots of plants. I don't like pets, but plants. Okay.
All right.
So I really want to get rid of that. Am I? I'm sorry. I'm a little bit confounded. Ah. Yeah. Come on, kill him.
All right.
It's up here, right? Okay. A little bit confused. So,
Done.
I don't know what to do with that guy up there. These guys don't have a name. Hello. Mabet turns as you enter and gives you a skeptical eye. Your path brings you back here, does it, child? Wait a second. Is it on my arm or my wrist? My wrist? My wrist? No. I can't see. I thought maybe the seed transformed into an item or something, but I don't see anything. Okay then. I returned with those herbs you wanted. Now, maybe you can get this damned bramble patch off my wrist. Is that so? Mabet glances at the barbs that surround your wrist. If so, think it off then.
Updated my journal.
Creaking and snapping, the black barbed branches unravel themselves from your wrist and form into a tangled ball of brush and twigs. It looks like a nest of dead black snakes. Mabet snorts. Think it into a picture frame or some such. Something with more structure and less angles. Okay. Let's concentrate on the barbed ball, then imagine it as a picture frame. The branched ball creaks, the twigs bending and twisting until the branches have bent themselves into a small picture frame, 2 handspans on a side. Almost unconsciously you imagine shape imagine shape the barbs to the back of the frame so it can be hung from the wall easily, and as an afterthought you move the remaining barbs to the inside of the frame so it can be picked up by the edges. How's that?